Hey, what's up, guys? It's George, and I know I have not been pumping out a lot of videos on this channel lately. I do have a couple other channels I've been more active on, but I've been busy. In fact, over the past 30 days, I've earned over $30,000 with my notary business, which I won't talk about in this video. But interestingly, also over the past 30 days, I've gone out of town, gone on vacation. I'm a single parent, but I've been watching my daughter a lot extra over this past month. She's been traveling with me and everything, just because, some schedule things and so forth. And so I've really had my hands full. Well, managing all my other businesses, I've had a record-breaking month for the amount of new coaching clients I've been taking on, and still able to earn over $10,000 over the past 30 days with my notary business. Right now is a very exciting time for those that are in the notary business. I've been in the industry for 13, almost 14 years now, and it's a really exciting time right now because the interest rates are really low. The real estate market is on fire. Properties are just flipping like crazy, and like I said, the interest rates are really low, and so what that means is that there's a lot of loans being pumped out. And guess what? What that means? There's a lot of closings going on, a lot of real estate closings, a lot of people refinancing their houses, primary homes, investment properties, etc., etc. And they need a notary to notarize those documents. Anytime you do a closing, you got to sign some paperwork. And typically, there is a notary involved. Not always, but a lot of times, there is a notary involved. Title companies like that, to have a notary there to witness the person, to check their identification, witness them sign the documents, or e-sign. I've been doing even a lot of e-signings lately. Just to that way there's no, that way they don't have to worry, oh, I didn't sign that or whatever. It's good to have a notary. So, but I've been securing a lot of new relationships lately with title companies and escrow offers, which has been jacking my income up like crazy because I like doing closings as a notary. And there's a lot of different ways to make money as a notary, and I do make money all kinds of ways as a notary. But I really like closings, and the reason why is because you get a lot of repeat business from your clients, and you can make money really quickly. And they're pretty simple doing closings, and so. A lot of times when when notaries get out there and they start, at least notaries that I talk with, they're not making as much money as it's because they're working with these middleman companies. They're working with signing companies, which are great. I work with some of those as well, but those middleman companies are taking a big chunk of the pie for themselves. And so, say for example, there's $250 that can be paid for a notary. That signing company, they may keep like $200, or $175 of it and only give you $75 when you're doing all the work. And so a lot of notaries are doing closings and being okay with getting paid like $50, $60, $75, which is crazy. I would never do a closing for that cheap, but there's a and really when you think about it, how long it takes, I know that's good money for a lot of people because it's only takes you like 30 minutes to an hour of your time. So for a lot of people that aren't an entrepreneur or whatever, that seems like awesome money. But someone that's been in the industry a long time, I want the full amount. And so most of the closings that I do, I get paid $150 to $200 a pop, and I get paid really quickly, either on the spot or I get the check, a couple days later. And it's because I work with a lot of title companies, I work with escrow officers. And you don't need a lot. So, for example, I just secured a new relationship with a new title company that's big throughout my area, and kind of a long story how I got in there. Which I have a system for how I get in with these title companies and these escrow officers, which is what I teach in either one-on-one coaching, or I'm actually in the process of creating a course right now that's going to be epic. So I'm going to teach how my secret strategy for getting in with these title and escrow officers. But anyways, I did a closing for this title company, and next thing you know, the branch manager, they got about 5 different offices. The regional manager reached out to me, said they're very impressed with my work. want to know if they can start working with me on a regular basis. And this was just about 2 weeks ago, and since then they've been pumping out closings for me nonstop, more than I can even handle, giving them to me at about $200 a pop. And usually I average at least 5+ closings a day. So you do the math on that. $200 times 5 a day minimum. That's about all I can handle, because I do have other businesses. I'm a single dad, and so that's how you can earn $10,000 a month. Think about it: $200 a closing times 5. What's that? $1,000. I typically mainly do closings just on weekdays, Monday through Friday, and a lot of times I can only do closings between like 9 a.m. and like 2:30, because I'm a single dad, so I got to drop my daughter off in the morning. Usually do my first closing at 9 a.m. and then I got to go to pick her up by 2:50 p.m. So I got like barely 6 hours, 5.5 hours that I can work. And so during that time, I got to make as much money as possible. So I can pump out, usually I can knock out closings in about 30 minutes or so. And so I can get a good 5 closings done, make $1,000 just in my notary business. And then on the weekends, take off. Today's Saturday, so I'm just enjoying the weekend with my daughter. We're going to go to the beach. I just had title company escrow officer calling me up begging if I could do a closing today, but I gave the business to my mother, where I give a lot of business to my family as well. Got to help out the family. And so there's a lot of business out there right now if you're in the notary industry. I didn't finish doing all the math. Sorry, my brain's a little over the place right now, but think about that. $1,000 a day times 5. That's a lot of money. You can see how you can easily make over $10,000 a month doing this part-time. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. I'm still just doing this business part-time, because I have my medical commodities business, my test strip flipping business. I'm coaching people one-on-one, got multiple YouTube channels, got other projects, and I have a personal life as well. I'm active in jiu-jitsu and athletics and things like that. So I have an avid personal life as well. That's very important to me. But I'm not working 40 hours a week doing my notary business. Definitely not. But still, I'm making that kind of money. Now, just imagine, even just making a fraction of that. One or next to $2,000 a month as a notary. How would that change your life, right? So being a notary, it's a great career. Not all notaries are created equal. I do have a lot of experience as a notary. I've been doing this for 13+ years. Back when I got started in this, there wasn't any courses or anything like that, so I really had to figure it out on my own. So I know a lot of things that a lot of notaries don't know, just because I had to fight and scramble my way up to the top. I've taken a lot of courses now over the years, but when I first started, there was nothing. I've figured a lot of things out, and there is a lot of competition for sure. There's a zillion notaries out there, and every day there's new notaries that are hitting the scene, but I'm not worried about it, because I know that I'm one of the best notaries. I know that very few notaries have the type of experience that I do, or the knowledge that I do, and I know my work ethic. I know most people don't have the work ethic that I do, and I know most people don't have what it takes to build a business, nor do they have the what it takes to stay in it. And so a lot of people that get into this, just pure excitement or whatever, they might not last. All of a sudden they get tired because it's taken longer than they thought to build up this business, and so they quit and they go to the next shiny object. That's just how it is. Or a lot of notaries are sloppy, they don't know what they're doing, they're missing signatures and things like that. And so don't be worried about the competition. There's enough business out there for everybody in this industry. There's real estate is growing like crazy. Everything, the market is growing like crazy, and there's more business than I can handle. And there's a zillion full-time notaries just in my area, and there's way more business than I can handle. I turn away enough business to start a company, which I've thought about. Maybe someday I will, just because I turn away so much business. I could easily have full-time notaries working for me, or I'm just giving them appointments all day. So there's enough business out there for everybody. Don't worry about that whole being saturated thing. Further than every business, it's fine. There's enough business out there for everybody. But to make $10,000 a month as a notary, It's, you just got to do the math, and it's gonna be a lot easier to make a lot more money as a notary if you're working with title companies and escrow officers, than if you are working with these signing companies. I'm not saying it's bad to work with them. I do work with some of them as well, but just understand that you're gonna have to work a lot more to make the big bucks working with those companies. Because if you're getting paid, say for example, $60 a closing, then what you do, and I get paid $200 for closing. Just for example, that's you'd have to do 3 closings to make the same amount as me doing 1. See what I mean? So you're gonna have to work 3 times harder to make the same amount of money. So it is worth it to try to work directly with the title companies, escrow companies. That way you can make better money and save time and stuff like that. So so anyways, guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you're serious about learning this business, this industry, I'll have a link in the description. You can apply for one-on-one coaching with me. I only respond to those that are serious, and so if I read your application and it doesn't look like you're serious, then I'm not going to respond to you. But if it looks like, if you look like you're serious and want help, then my coaching rates are very reasonable. I make a lot more doing coaching, than closings, than I do coaching. But I do like helping people. So, but then I'll reach out to you, or just be patient. I'm going to be coming out with a course. Going to be teaching a lot of golden nuggets and how to grow and create your own notary business. So, until next time, guys. If you got any comments, leave a comment below. Until next time, see ya.